Mark Casse will settle two fillies in the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland. Let's talk first about the one that won here last year, Spring in the Air, and how she's coming up to this race off her one start at 3.
I think she's coming up well. You know, we took her out and ran her in the Breeders' Cup, and she bled pretty badly, and it set her back some. But I was quite pleased with her race 3 weeks ago, I guess it was, and she's come out of that and trained really well. So I expect her to go forward.
Was it a case where she wasn't cranked up to 100% for that race, but maybe will be this one?
You know what? She also was running against Spring Venture, and Spring Venture, you know, is a pretty tough horse in herself. Spring in the Air moved up to her, looked like she was going to run by her, and Spring Venture took off again. But I thought going into the race, Spring Venture had a little bit of an edge over. Now they're probably a little closer together.
Were they pretty much about even last year, or was Spring Venture ahead?
Spring Venture leads the match 2-0. So right now, until Spring in the Air proves she can beat Spring Venture, I'll say Spring Venture's better.
Do you have it? I mean, we know Spring in the Air likes this track. What about Spring Venture?
Yeah, Spring Venture's won twice already on synthetic, so she's won on a poly track and safe track, so I'm not concerned about that. She worked really well the other day here too.
Obviously, she's more early pace to be up in a big field like this. Is that a concern for Spring in the Air?
Well, Spring in the Air won from out of it last time pretty far, so no, not really. But I would hope if Spring Venture gets away good, she's going to be pretty close to the pace.
Is it a situation where both are doing so well you could run 1-2?
Oh, I would never predict that. I just
get one of them in?
Yeah, I would never predict that.
Tell me how either or both have changed in any way from 2 to 3.
Well, I think Spring Venture's maybe gotten a little more mature. That was the reason I didn't bring her to the Ashland last time, was she's a little flighty, and I thought she needed a little bit more time, but she's matured. She got herself in a lot of trouble in the Breeders' Cup. Spring in the Air's always been pretty smart, so, you know, I think they're both doing well. This is a huge step back. I mean, you know, they're going to have to step up their game. It's not an easy race.
If one of them is fortunate enough to win, would you look at the Oaks?
I think so, if they were to win impressively. You have to remember, Spring in the Air is Canadian bred, so she has the Canadian Oaks to look at as well, and the Queen's Plate. So, you know, she would have to show something extreme to go. I think this is, I mean, to me, I don't know if I've seen a tougher Oaks in a long time. So, yeah. You know, they'll have to do something special.
Just your overall stable, how well set are you for this meet?
I think we'll do good. We're going to run a lot of horses. You know, we're used to going to Toronto, and Toronto usually starts the end of March, and now they're starting the end of April. So you're going to see us run some horses here that normally would have been making their first starts at Woodbine. So we're going to run a lot of horses. It's not an easy meet. I'm just hoping to have some success.
And Uncaptured, how's he doing?
Great. He's going to breeze in the morning.
And what about Dynamic Sky?
He's breezing in the morning as well. But he's at Churchill and
what's the target for him?
For Bluegrass, both.
Both for the Bluegrass. Yeah. And what about Gunderman? I know he comes out.
Gunderman's out. Gunderman had a little ankle injury, and he's out for a couple months. Hope to have him back in the fall. He's a really talented horse.